Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to start by welcoming everybody. And before we start the meeting, I'd like to ask everyone to observe a moment of silence in recognition of OPP Constable Greg Pershala, who was killed in the line of duty on December 27th, and also to recognize the former Guelph City Council member Bob Bell, who passed away unexpectedly on January 17th, 2023. Okay, now I'd like to call the meeting to order and start with our territorial acknowledgement. Today we acknowledge the Mississaugas of the Credit, First Nation, and the Anishinaabe peoples on whose traditional territory we are meeting. At this point, I would like to start with a declaration of conflicts or pecuniary interest under the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. Does anybody have any conflicts to declare? Hearing none, I'm going to declare that order of business closed. Next item of business is closed sessions resolutions, but there are none, so it's closed. And there are no presentations or delegations today. So I'm going to seek a motion to approve our agenda. That's Phil and then seconded by Jane. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay. And can I have a motion to accept the consent agenda? Moved by Jane, seconded by Phil. All in favor?
I'm in favor.
No opposed? Carried. Next item is going to be the appointment of board chair and vice chair. First item would be to we need a mover and a seconder for appointing, or I guess we need to appoint a chair. So does anybody want to make a nomination for chair? Jane?
I'll move that Peter McSherry be appointed chair.
Seconder? Phil? And I will accept it. I will accept that nomination. Are there any additional nominations for chair? Hearing none, I will declare that item closed and that I am the chair for the 2023 year. Next, we need a...
Mr. Chair, this point of order there, you just got to call the vote for that there, and I'm in favor.
Okay. All in favor?
I'm in favor.
Opposed? Carried. Next, can I get nominations for the position of vice chair?
I will nominate Jane to be the vice chair.
Thank you. Seconded by Phil. Jane, do you accept the nomination?
Yeah. Yes, I'll accept. Thank you.
Okay. And any other nominations for the position of vice chair? Hearing none, I'll declare that closed. All in favor of the appointing Jane to be the vice chair?
Yes, I'm in favor.
And opposed? It's carried. Congratulations, Jane.
Thanks.
Thank you. So now I will pass it over to the chief to provide his monthly report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Can you hear me? Just can't see everybody. Just a thumbs up. Okay. Okay. I wanted to thank you for your acknowledgements as we began our meeting. On January 4th, police officers from across Canada came together to honor and remember Constable Greg Prashala. Greg was a dedicated police officer who made the ultimate sacrifice on December 27th while serving his community. Our thoughts are with Greg's family, friends, and colleagues. Canada's police leaders welcome and support the call by Canada's premiers for changes to the bail system and legislation addressing firearms-related offences. Our common goal is to prevent violent repeat offenders who pose a threat to society from being released into the community if they are accused of and/or have been previously charged with offences involving firearms. The public and our officers have a right to be protected from criminal behaviours of violent and repeat offenders, particularly those charged with firearms-related offences. The justice system involves various players: the police, prosecutors, judges, and correctional service professionals. And we must all work together to achieve positive change. It's also important to note that the justice system exists within a larger public safety structure involving other community and health services. While it's important to discuss how we manage those accused of crimes, we must also keep in mind that prevention and addressing root causes of crime are equally important. I think, Mr. Chair, it's important for us to join other police professionals and premiers to recognize the importance of this issue and keeping both our members and our community safe. So I'll stop there in the event that anyone has any questions or commentary.
Thank you, Chief Kobe. Any questions or comments that anybody else would like to make on that response to that? No? Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I'll move on if
Yes.
you're okay. I also wanted to, so the board is going to, and the community in the coming months get several updates as we analyze the data from 2022. We'll have our strat plan update and a host of other reporting that's going to come forward. But I just wanted to, for the board's awareness, in 2022, our members responded to 77,933 calls, which was slightly more than 5,000 more calls than the previous year. And I wanted to thank our members and give them a moment of recognition for almost 78,000 calls that they responded to last year. So, and I also wanted for the board, I think people often, when they think of policing, they think of our members, they think of the work our members do well in uniform. I wanted to highlight, in addition to their policing roles, our members support our community in countless ways. One example of this is our annual Cops and Kids campaign. This annual initiative allows us to support the Children's Foundation of Guelph Wellington as they support so many during the holiday season. Since 2005, our members have raised over $180,000 through various fundraisers. In 2022, we were able to support 15 families, including 41 children and 17 adults, who were provided with grocery gift cards, practical items such as boots, coats, and bedding, along with a variety of gifts for children. In addition to thanking our members, I wanted to acknowledge and just say that we're grateful to Emma Rogers, CEO, and Joe Migliaccio, the chair of the Children's Foundation of Guelph Wellington, for us to be part of this important initiative, which has supported so many people over the years. This annual campaign, it really does, it embodies the generosity of our community, it embodies the generosity of our members, and demonstrates how they support our community in so many ways outside of just their policing roles. And as we're always doing our best to connect and engage with our community it's really important to remember that our members, they are members of the community. They are moms and dads, coaches, volunteers. And as we get to the more formal reporting processes in February and March, I just wanted to start the year off with this acknowledgement. And with that, Mr. Chair, I don't have any other updates for the month.
Thank you, Chief. New business. Does anybody have any new business for us? Phil?
Sorry, Chairman Sherry, I was wondering if I could just ask Chief Kobe one question on his report. Is that appropriate, or should I do it some other? I'm new to this process. I want to make certain that I'm doing right.
Well, I think you should ask the question.
Thank you. Just a quick question to Chief Kobe. The statistics that you provided there, the 77,000, breaks down to just under 400 calls, I believe, per active member of the force. And I was wondering if at some time whether we will see those broken down into various areas, violent crimes, property crimes, mental health, domestic. I'm just wondering if you could comment on that and its advisability for the public and for transparency.
Yeah, you definitely will. So in our annual reporting process, we break that down to quite a granular level. Our 2021 annual report is available under, if you go to publications on the website, but 2022, we absolutely will we'll distill that down to provide a much more kind of a meaningful interpretation in a variety of areas.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Alt. Any other question? Any other new business? Hearing none, I'll declare that item closed. Our information item, the next meeting is Thursday, February 16th, 2:30, and it will be in our virtual format. Next, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
It's Cam. I'll move that.
Okay. Cam and then Phil. All in favor?
I am in favor.
Opposed?